Imagine being a rising star in Hollywood, surrounded by cameras and fans, when suddenly you're faced with a moral dilemma. Do you pose for a photo with an actor whose career has been tarnished by controversy? This is the exact situation Glen Powell found himself in, and his response is both thought-provoking and revealing. During a recent episode of the Therapus with Jake Shane podcast, Powell, known for his roles in Twisters and the upcoming The Running Man remake, shared an awkward encounter at a high-profile Hollywood party. But here's where it gets controversial. He was approached by an actor whose work he admired, but whose recent actions had led to public backlash, what we now call being canceled. I was at one of those Hollywood parties where the cameras are flashing and the press is everywhere, Powell explained. This person, who had starred in some of my favorite movies, came up to me and introduced himself. I was genuinely excited to meet him, but then a photographer asked if we could take a picture together, and this is the part most people miss. Powell hesitated. Despite being a fan of the actor's work, he couldn't shake the feeling that associating with someone whose public image had become toxic could have unintended consequences. I realized quickly that this wasn't a good idea, Powell said. His face, in that moment, represented something bigger, a visceral reaction from the public to the choices he had made. What makes this story even more intriguing is Powell's comparison to his character Russ Holiday in the Hulu comedy Chad Powers. In the show, Holiday faces his own form of cancellation after a misstep during a game, only to attempt redemption by rebranding himself. Russ Holiday isn't a bad guy, he just made a mistake, Powell noted. But in today's world, with social media amplifying every error, the question becomes, how do you recover? Do you double down, take accountability, or get lost in conspiracy theories? Teaching a character to say, "I'm sorry," is a powerful message. Here's the bold question. Is cancel culture a necessary form of accountability, or does it trap people in their mistakes forever? Powell's experience highlights the complexities of public perception and personal responsibility. While he chose to avoid the photo, he also acknowledges the humanity behind the headlines. People make mistakes, and the world doesn't let you forget, he said. But maybe that's where the real conversation should start. As Chad Powers continues to air on Hulu, and with Powell's The Running Man set to hit theaters on November 14, this story serves as a reminder that fame comes with its own set of challenges. What would you have done in his shoes? Let us know in the comments. This is one debate that's far from over.